That's 5 gallons of water there almost.
Oh, but you're starting to get it a little bit.
Yeah, it's in.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So a lot of you guys have asked us what we do for a living, and today you're actually going to find out. We're up here at our car lot north of town. We bought something that's, I don't know, cooler than normal, so we're gonna show it to you guys, do a couple videos on it. We've been in business for a little over 30 years, and for about half that time, about the last 15 years, we've done a lot of rebuilt title vehicles. Some of our most favorite vehicles are flood vehicles. So like this truck, I just bought this thing last week. It came from down south, the Hurricane Ian down in Florida. That van, and then I got a couple cars in front of the fence that we just bought that we're gonna clean up, get on the lot, and sell at a discounted rate. Like I said, we've done it for about 15 years now, the rebuilt stuff, and we've done actually pretty good with it. If you guys go back and watch some of our first videos, it was of a couple Corvettes that we did body work on. One of them was a flood car, and that's kind of what got us started into YouTube. But before I show you this thing, let me first thank everybody that bought t-shirts. I sold way more than I even expected to sell. My first pre-order was sold out. I actually made another order, so I've ordered another batch of shirts because you guys actually bought everything I had. So I should be getting those beginning of next week, and then we'll start shipping them out. If you guys are new here or haven't seen yet, we did get a new t-shirt design. I'll show a picture real quick. We're doing a pre-order, 15% off the pre-order, and then once we get them back in stock, they will go back up to $25. But let's get right to what this video is about. So this bad boy right here is a 1973 Pontiac Trans AM. And this thing came from Florida. It was a flood car. And it was fairly deep, and it was salt water. But this thing is super clean. Show you the inside. You can see it's just filthy, nasty. Usually the freshwater cars aren't this dirty. Like you can see how it got the fuse box. It's kind of nasty under there. You can see the water level is right there, right in the middle of the tank. Actually, not in the middle of the tank, top of the tank. But this thing is gonna be super clean. This thing is gonna clean up so nice. The interior is all there. You don't smell any sort of water. Actually, salt water doesn't get moldy or anything. So the interior will clean up like beautiful. They towed this thing on the back of a tow truck pretty much from the west coast of the state to the middle of the state, and they've got a yard where they're keeping all these because they don't have enough room at the auction site to keep all these flood cars. So they towed this thing there and blew the front tires out. They must have had it on the back of a rollback, lifted the back of the car. They blew the front tires out. We put new 14-inch rallies on it that we had laying around, but it beat up the fender. I'll show you a picture. Do we still have the tires here, or are they gone?
They're back to Dad's truck.
So we don't still have the tires here, but it tore up the front spoiler. Like that's the most damage to this thing. As you can see, it just tore the thing up pretty good. So we put another set of wheels on it just to get it rolling. Here is the engine bay. Now I'm not a Pontiac guy, so you guys can fill me in on way more information than I know. I know it's a 455, only because it says that on the air cleaner. But other than that, I know absolutely nothing about it. I do know it's got some water in the engine. The way we tell that is if you look here on the dipstick, you can see the dipstick oil is all the way up to like here. So the oil pan is totally full of water. I'll show you this side real quick. Like I said, it's ugly. I mean, it's a flood car. Nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, if you look past the dirtiness, it's a very, very clean car. Underneath, the frames have been all powder coated. Floors are painted. This thing is super clean. I know I keep saying it. You guys probably think I'm stupid because it doesn't look clean, but you gotta look past the dirtiness and look at the bones. You can see a little of the sand, a little of salt. Definitely a car from the coast, probably. But you can just see how clean the thing is. It's still got the red oxide primer up there. Quarters. If somebody put quarters on it, they put full quarters on it. They didn't do any overlays because there's no, usually if they do like a quarter overlay, there'll be a line somewhere around there. New gas tank, sway bars there. I mean, everything is there. You can see red oxide paint underneath the car. So we're gonna go ahead and clean this thing up real quick and then show you how good it actually looks cleaned up. Then we'll probably take it out to the shop where you guys are used to us working, put it up on the lift and start working on it. All right, we got this old grill cleaned up just a little bit, pushed outside. The paint is super nice on it. I mean, this thing, the paint is just freaking beautiful on the thing. For some reason, they couldn't roll the window up, I guess. So they had to tape some paper over the window. So I got a chemical that'll take that stuff off of there. And then it's got a little bit of an owie up here on the nose of it. Who knows what happened if this happened. I doubt it happened before. They probably hit it with something at the yard, at the salvage yard. I mean, look at the reflection of the paint. This thing is super nice. The door panel, a lot of this, I mean, you could just wipe most of this stuff, and I have to get some sort of chemical on there, but a lot of the stuff will just wipe up. It'll clean up pretty good. We're gonna have to put some carpet in it, and then we're gonna rewire the whole thing, probably rebuild the cluster. But guys, these flood cars aren't much to be afraid of. This thing's gonna turn out super nice. Once we get it out to the other shop, we're gonna run a hose like in the quarter panel and in through the doors, try to brush all the salt out of this thing, because I know there's still salt in the doors, and all the quarter crevices and everything. We'll probably take off all this stuff and blast water in there for a long time. We actually joked about dipping it into the pool, but we got to get some fresh water in this thing, brush all that salt out of there, and calling for the cat. And there's a shop cat here too. And yeah, just get all the salt out of this thing and it should be good to go, ready to start fixing it and getting her going. Well, what do you think?
Hey, it's looking pretty good.
We are cleaning the interior a little bit. This stuff will come up with like some Wesley's bleach white or something, but we're not gonna try to clean the carpet. But other than that, Ryan's got that driver's seat looking really good. Back seats, we pull them out, clean them up. I mean, this thing's gonna clean up nice. Now it's just gotta run.
That's the next battle.
Under hood after cleaning it. I don't think we showed you this, but she cleaned up all right.
Our side of the battery charger hanging out the fender of this thing?
Yeah, I saw they had a triple charger on it.
Man, the forklift scratched the piss out of this thing underneath.
This fuel pipe thing here too, I think.
I saw that.
That's all forklift stuff.
That is? No, that was
No, that looks like...
This kind of stuff was all over the interior.
Yeah, that's all mud.
That was all over the interior,
But
too.
the forklift done this, I think, bit both.
Hey, well, you can buy the red oxide primer in a freaking spray can.
This will all come off.
Yeah,
No, this all come on.
yeah, that'll come off. Yeah, you see one of those springs, just flood water.
It ain't rusty.
Hey, limited differential.
Ooh, you need that.
It's got the marks on the drive
It's not
shaft,
two bolts.
right?
Wow, look at that.
Hey, it needs exhaust changed anyway. It's got freaking peanut exhaust on there.
Who hits exhaust? Look at that.
Yeah, that's...
Forklift got the exhaust.
Is it broke?
No, but it's like a pancake.
See, look, forklift right here.
Yeah. So put bigger tips on it.
Don't even worry about it.
That's what it's exhaust, ain't gonna get it.
But this side here is worse than that side.
What do these things have from the factory? Like 280 horse or something like that?
I don't even
Oh,
know that
there's
one.
73? No, this is probably 455.
That's probably 250, 275.
Right.
Oh, you know what
Oh.
happened when they lifted the damn thing up and cranked that quarter
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
Real powerhouse.
It's been that
Yep,
quarter.
bit that quarter in.
Yeah.
That's what happened there.
That's why, that's why they.
Yeah, got that one good. Look at that. That's some clear oil.
They throw it out everywhere.
Salt water.
You want to give me another pan?
Here, Grandpa, take the... Either the pin or the bolt. You gonna be ready to put the bolt back in?
I can.
That's not the radiator. You guys drain the radiator?
Yeah.
There's a lot of it in there.
You gonna get another pan?
Shouldn't need that much.
Well, you oil and put the plug in.
Yeah,
huh?
get oil, let it run, let oil run for a second, then put the plug in.
Okay.
That's Florida water.
I taste it, it's salt water.
It's cold too.
This is getting heavy.
Set it down. You sit on the ground, huh?
Oh!
Grandpa puts.
I want to catch it. That's 5 gallons of water there. Almost.
Oh, but you're starting to get it a little bit.
Yeah, it does. Keep your little oil on.
It'll be clean enough to try to fire it. The fuel doesn't look like it's got water in it, but it smells pretty nasty and stale. We're gonna drain it out and put some fresh in. And Ryan's trying to drain. I'll put that back up.
No, it's good.
You think? Oh, it looked good.
Come here and see what it
Yeah,
says
but the
here.
water's gonna be all the way at the bottom.
I mean, that's not deep pan. We can just add to it, I guess. I tried to get it, but I missed it. It was just leaking water out the engine. So we're pulling the plugs out. Now we got all the water out of the oil pan. I tried to spin it over from down below. Couldn't spin it over. We had a wet number 1. We had a wet number, that's 5. A real wet number 7. You kind of see it. Water was running out of 7, but it quit. So we'll turn him over after Ryan gets those up, push all the water out of the engine, and we won't bend the rod when we try to fire it. Oh, we're pumping water out the back. Oh, there she is. Whoa, there she comes.
Old faithful.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you got me wet that time. We had Taco Bell in here.
Now watch and see if the lights come on. I'm gonna energize this.
Nope. This thing's still pulled out, right? Switch.
It's not on.
Here we go.
There you want.
We got 12 volts there already.
All right.
Yep. Now hit the button with it off. That's to give it 12 volts. So see if you got 12 volts at the fuse box.
You know, the fuse box could just be crusty in between the
Yeah.
outer and the inner.
It's definitely crusty.
You don't see that.
You got power there.
No, negative.
Oh.
A few moments later.
Got the black wire on the coil.
Black one's on the coil.
Still spitting shit out the exhaust.
Nope.
Alright, that's good.
Yeah, it's still spitting it out the exhaust.
Holy crap. Another drink. We ain't getting no fuel for some reason from the tank.
That fuel pump must just be bad.
Fuel pump's probably starts right up though, that's Pontiac.
I think we're just going to start right away with a brand new wiring harness. That was kind of the plan in the first place. We just kind of wanted to see if we could get it going the way it was, but a new harness is just going to make everything so easy. As most of you know, you got like your headlight harness, your engine harness, and then the rest of the harness in the car. So it won't be that bad to change all that. We're going to strip the car anyways, so I think that's kind of our plan right now. But as you can see, this thing cleaned up super nice. The paint on it is like beautiful. There's a couple spots like up here. We think the forklift ran into it or something ran into it in the yard. They're not really careful with these things at the yard. And then they knocked the front spoiler off with, I believe, the forklift. They carry these around with forklifts. And the forks are way longer than the car, so they probably knocked the spoiler off. But other than that, this thing is, shoot, it's pretty nice. Somebody definitely spent a lot of money on this thing, and I don't know, it'd be kind of sad to have your pride and joy sitting in about 4 foot of water. But its life's not over. We're gonna bring it back to life and get it going again. So I'll show you the interior of this. I don't know how much of the interior I showed you after we cleaned it up, but new carpet, new gauge cluster. We're gonna go through all that, make all that nice. Almost forgot to tell you, we had a set of Goodyear F7015s laying around, so we threw those on, front and back. Took trim rings off because it looks way better with the trim rings off of it. And let me show you the tires. I didn't get a chance to show you these earlier. But those are the front tires off of this thing. I don't know how. I mean, I know how. I think they towed it backwards on the tow truck and blew the front tires out and just kept going. They definitely made a mess of that, but it's all good now. It's got 4 tires that hold air, and I think they look better. So, but that's gonna wrap up this video. Don't forget, go to hpdepot.com, pick yourself up some t-shirts. We've got the new t-shirt with the Camaro and the Corvette. If you're here and you're new, and you're just here to look at this, go check out our other videos. We drag race a bunch of stock appearing cars that run a lot faster than they should, and that's what the t-shirt's about. Racing is over for us, so you guys are gonna be stuck watching garage videos for the next, I don't know, 3 months.
4 or 5 months, maybe.
Yeah. Wintertime sucks around here, so all we do is work in the garage. Well, I guess that's all we do all year round, but in the summertime, we can actually take cars out and go racing with them. We can't in the winter. Give us some ideas on what you want to see us work on. I know Ryan's probably going to work a little bit on his LTD back there. Actually, a lot of people have asked what's going on with that thing. I'm going to bring on a new project here. I'm going to start working on it. I don't know if I'm going to put it on the YouTube channel here in a little bit. Probably after we get the thing painted, I'll bring it to the YouTube channel. But for now, it's just a bunch of stupid work that you don't want to see. So yeah, that's going to wrap this video up. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.